If you had to name a brand that has made the biggest impact on pickleball in the last 10 years, there's a good chance that Selkirk would come to mind. So Selkirk was founded and is still headquartered today in Coeur, Idaho by brothers Mike and Rob Barnes with the help of their dad, Jim. And you'd be hard-pressed to go to any busy pickleball court around the world and not find a Selkirk paddle. That's for good reason. On top of their unmatched investment in brand ambassadors, seriously, who have they not signed? Selkirk has been innovating since day one, and there's no better example of that than their Labs program. So all too often paddles are launched into the marketplace as a guess if they will resonate with players or even if they're durable enough for regular play. And it's incredible how much work goes into them that doesn't include player feedback and testing. Selkirk takes the opposite approach with their Labs program. They give professionals, passionate pickleball players, and paddle junkies like myself the opportunity to test and share feedback on cutting-edge paddle technology. That feedback is then collected, the product is refined, and ultimately products are launched to the mass market that are essentially built by the experience of thousands of players. Let's travel back in time to the beginning of the Selkirk Labs program and look at the incredibly popular 002. Immediately a hit with professional players and amateurs alike, it was arguably the most powerful paddle on the market with fantastic spin, and everyone knew it as that paddle with a hole in it. Now, Selkirk had a huge win with the Project 002, but they didn't just settle there. They took feedback from their customer base about the sweet spot size and all the components that people liked, and ultimately released the edgeless, sleek, and still incredibly popular Power Air. And the 001, it didn't really resonate with players, and Selkirk took that feedback and pursued other projects. One of the key elements to testing is the openness to something not working out, which leads us to the 003, the total opposite of the 002, ultimate control with elite tier spin potential in a sleek, edgeless design. Once again, after testing in the marketplace with resounding success, Selkirk released one of the best control paddles on the market, the Luxe Control Air. The 005 came next in the hopes of balancing power and forgiveness, and ultimately that testing led to the launch of Jack Sock's new paddle of choice, the Amped Pro Air. Next came the 006, Selkirk's take on the thermoformed raw carbon fiber paddle with their unique Maxima shape. Now, while we haven't seen a direct successor to that project, Selkirk's latest launch in the Vanguard Pro utilizes some of the same tech we saw in the 006. Now, before we get to the 007, let's take a quick look at the timeline. When the game was getting faster and players needed more powerful paddles to compete, Selkirk launched the leading power paddle at the time, the 002. When players on the other side of the spectrum wanted pinpoint accuracy or just the ability to stop popping up the ball, we got the 003, which led to arguably the most popular control paddle on the market. Players wanted a more balanced, aggressive paddle, and the 005 was born, and the 006 explored the meta raw carbon fiber thermoformed build with a unique take on shape. So all this brings us to today, and there is no shortage of power paddles on the market. But paddle durability, and in particular spin texture durability, is lagging behind. Selkirk listened to that, and the all-new Selkirk Labs Project 007 brings never-before-seen tech that Selkirk engineers claim offers texture 3 times more durable than the leading texture on the market, raw carbon fiber. They also continue to innovate their edgeless design and have pushed the boundaries of paddle profiles, releasing a 14mm and an ultra-thin 10mm thick model as well. You'll notice a new paddle profile for the throat that should allow for more paddle flex and energy return, and what everyone's going to notice, one of the cleanest paint jobs we have ever seen on a paddle. So Selkirk Labs is innovation done right, but let's be honest, it's an expensive process to be a part of. Selkirk takes a lot of criticism for their Labs pricing at $333 a paddle. The truth is, Labs is not for everyone. Between the Selkirk and SLK lineups, the team at Selkirk has designed a quality piece of equipment at every price point that will be right for most players. Labs is for those players who want to be on the cutting edge and have a say in the future of pickleball paddle development. My take? Yeah, Labs paddles are super expensive, but when you consider how much Selkirk invests in the game of pickleball itself and how much they contribute to its growth overall around the world, it's worth it, and you can understand the price. And whether you're buying a 2-pack at a local store or the 007, if you buy a Selkirk product, it's something that you can feel confident and that there's a company behind it that cares. Thanks so much for watching. Let us know down below what you're most excited about in the Project 007. I'm definitely most excited about that durable spin texture. That's one of the biggest issues in the sport. And just from a sustainability perspective alone, I'm excited to see that kind of tech moving forward. If you like this kind of content, please smash that like button and subscribe if you want to see more like this in the future. Otherwise, have a great day. Get out and play some pickleball.